few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down. It's Moss. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running essentially. One play, and he hits pay dirt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set. 56 is the mic. I got you. I got you. Showing up. Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with Connor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On first down, Patterson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pick it up. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Go. Right here. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on.
7-7, our score after 1.
Watch, check.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Check 3, check.
They'll try the left side. Moss. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check. 5.
Shoot. From the gun, Patterson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 saw. That's what I
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
56. Ain't no such thing as 61. Matchbox, one cut.
To throw on second down. Patterson. He'll leave it for Cohen. Complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Set 90 Wolf. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Hey, Sam off.
Back to throw. Patterson. And he's got Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
You ready? First and 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. He'll look to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down. Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First target, first catch, and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
From the gun. Patterson going up top for Miller. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo! Crash. Hey, check 25. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Shift. Slam.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, 49ers.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Moss. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to go up, and oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Miller, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now a carry here for the fullback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Patterson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go. Snap.
From the gun, Patterson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Alpha. Watch twins. Watch twins. Let's go.
Back to throw. Patterson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the time.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They try again with Cohen. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Set. 10-2 saw. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 10. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.